What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Redbeard Outdoors podcast. I'm Jonathan, your host, and here at Redbeard Outdoors, I talk about faith, family, fitness, and the outdoors. And today, I have an amazing episode for you guys, going over a piece of gear that I've been using for a while, has had an update to it, and now that I've used the previous version, I want to walk you through what this update is. Kind of an unboxing, but not really, because I've used the product in the past, and this is just an update and much better version of what I was using. The previous version was awesome. This one is even awesomer, if that's a word, which I know it's not, but I'm going to use it anyway. So with that being said, guys, today, before we get into that, if you want to support the channel, if you're into any of the gear that I've discussed in the past that you know I use, maybe you've seen on Instagram or anything like that, go and check out the links down below. Get the best pricing possible for you and your family and your loved ones. Go get the gear, even if it's last minute, save you some money. And if you're not able to support monetarily, I definitely appreciate you as well. Leave a like, drop a comment, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Or if you're listening to the audio only version, go and check out the follow button and leave a review. It helps way more than you know. And I appreciate each and every one of you, however you support, coming back every single time there's a new podcast out and available. Thank you. So, with that being said, guys, let's get into this product. And before I get into that, first, of course, shout out to Phorm. I'm rocking the blue raspberry today. That energy drink is fantastic. If you use the link down below, you can get free shipping on products over $75 for the rest of your life if you use that link down below. And if you're not interested in purchasing right now, go get into the community over on Facebook. The Phorm Outdoors community is an amazing community of individuals. Even if you don't like hunting or fishing, maybe you just want to get outdoors. We've got people that are into camping, hiking, backpacking, all the things outdoors. As long as you're wanting to soak up some rays and enjoy nature, go check out that group and share what you're passionate about and go build your community as well. Now, here's the product, guys. The MEATER Pro XL. This thing is fantastic. Now, I am no wizard when it comes to grilling. I do have a Traeger. I have a Blackstone. I've got multiple different ways to cook. I do prefer cooking outside, even when it's colder or there's some weather, just because, one, it doesn't heat up the house, but two, I absolutely love the flavor that you get, and you can mess around with things, cook it to the right temperature. Now, I I know there's some people that are outstanding at knowing, when you've got it to that perfect medium rare on a steak, or if you're into, of course, game meat. That's even more important, being able to cook that properly, because game meat is a lot more dry. It has less fat, so it's more lean. It has an amazing flavor, but you need to know how to cook it. This is a tool that has helped me with the MEATER Pro, is what I've had in the past, which I do have right here. Grab that. You can see I've used and abused this one right here. So this is the MEATER Pro, and I absolutely love this thing. It has made me a better chef than I truly am, to be honest with you, and I really appreciate that fact, because, well, uh, I don't want to burn stuff. When you've worked so hard to get your game meat, whether that be through an archery hunt, a rifle hunt, muzzleloader hunt, whatever, maybe you're trapping, whatever it is that you do to get your game meat, you want to make sure you cook it right, present it properly to the community that you're feeding, even if it is just your family or yourself. You want to make sure it's done right, because you worked your butt off to get it, to pack it out of the woods, off the mountain, whatever it is. Maybe you went to Alaska like my wife and I did. The salmon is cooked amazing whenever you use like a pellet grill, for example, on the Traeger. But with big game meat, personally, I always say you don't want to make it over medium rare. There's few exceptions to that, and we could get into that in a whole nother discussion. But this MEATER Pro has been awesome. I can cook chicken, steak, venison, all on the same grill, and make sure I have different temperatures, which is why here with the MEATER Pro, you have those different, I've got the labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, different little tabs there. And there's an app on your phone that I'll show you guys here in a little bit that allows you to keep track of the temperature on whatever it is that you're cooking. So let's go over a few of, well, first off, how it's presented here in the box. So you get this beautiful presentation here. Now I've already opened it, so this isn't some unboxing. I've taken off all the plastic and such, but this is how it's presented. The MEATER Pro XL. And once you get this out of the box, there's your charging cable and instructions are here, along with the certification of calibration. So it has been calibrated. Each and every sensor, as you can see there are 5 sensors just in the tip right there. We'll go over all of that right now. So with the MEATER Pro, there's quite a few features that I appreciate out of this. First and foremost, starting actually from the back, no more batteries. You have this fully rechargeable port right here with USB-C, which it seems like everything's going to USB-C. Also, this leg, this little stand right here, seems to be a little bit more tensioned, which I appreciate. It obviously has a little speaker for little sounds that you may need to portray. And then here on the bottom, you've got the ability to, if you need more information, that little card slides out for a QR scanner. Okay, so all of that, it's super nice and tight in here. And when you pull the probe out, there's good tension there, which is where the charging comes from, is, making sure it's all the way, the probe is pushed all the way in. Now, with this probe here, as you saw in that picture, up to about here, there's like 5 different sensors in this probe. So you want to make sure there's kind of there's a line right there, kind of engraved, not the black one, but the one that's right here, to where you make sure that it goes all the way up to at least there into the meat, so that you can make sure that you're getting a proper temperature gauge on whatever meat it is that you're cooking. Once you get done, you just kind of rinse it off, and then you put it back in here for it to charge. Okay, now what I wanted to do with you guys today is go through a little bit of a setup and kind of how I use this just from the start. I haven't set this one up yet, and I wanted to do that with you guys here. So let's take a look at what we got. Okay, so when you get it, you're going to want to download the app, the MEATER app. So it looks like that right there, the MEATER app. Okay. Once you download the MEATER app, it will have you do some setup and such, but it'll show you those 4 probes. That's from my MEATER Pro. We're going to set up a new device here. So you're going to click the power button, and then it's going to look flashy like that because it's, on a screen right there. But there you go. On the top, it says open the app and then add device. So we're going to do this together. Open the app, and it says new device found. So I'm going to pair with it. You got to go through, do the I agree, etc. It's letting you know the different temperature gauges, sensors. Okay, charging port, pairing. So power on the MEATER Pro XL and select use Wi-Fi only on the first use, and it'll automatically connect to Wi-Fi. Okay. And now we've got pairing. Continue. Wi-Fi setup. Now this on here is going to say scanning for Wi-Fi, which it hasn't quite done that yet. Let's see here. Okay, so it's scanning for Wi-Fi networks. Use Wi-Fi. Configure the Wi-Fi, so it has you configure your Wi-Fi. Searching for Wi-Fi networks. Selected the correct Wi-Fi network. Now I'm going to show you guys my Wi-Fi password. And then, let's see what we got here. Waiting for it to load. It says it's, scanning for Wi-Fi network. Click to connect. It says it's connecting to the Wi-Fi network. Wi-Fi is now connected. Okay, perfect. So what you're going to see here, so it's asking me to do an install. I'm going to install the update while we're doing this. And then you'll see here where it says, it's installing the update. We're going to go through some of the features while that's doing its update here. Okay, so it comes with this beautiful card that's going to give you all of the amazing features of this one. So I've kind of walked you through exactly how I like to use it. Usually I only use one probe, to be honest with you. Put it in the thickest piece of meat and let it ride until it hits the right temperature. But we're going to go from left to right here on this card, kind of what this new one offers. So the Pro XL. So I showed you the 5 sensor placements right there, and then it'll allow you to get up to a 1000 degree max ambient temperature. That's insane. So you're able to do searing with it. It's completely waterproof, so you can do it in a sous vide if you want, if you're into the sous vide, which I haven't quite gotten into yet. But it allows for open flame grilling and super high heat, so up to 1000 degrees in Fahrenheit. It's got the 5, precision calibrated sensors. So it shows you kind of there in a piece of meat, all the different spots that it's measuring from. Full metal probe. Ultra slim, so it's 5mm. If you guys are into archery, you understand what 5mm is. Built-in Wi-Fi, so we got the Wi-Fi. Rechargeable USB-C, which we already talked about. Unlimited range with the MEATER cloud. So let me tell you about this. So with the MEATER, as long as you've got it, usually what I do is I take my MEATER block and I set it, on the side of my my Traeger or whatever grill it is that I'm using. So on the side of the Traeger, it's going to pick up the probe and then it's going to shoot it over to the Wi-Fi, which then connects to your phone. And when it's connected to my phone, I'm able to go to the grocery store, go run some errands, go play with the dogs, go throw the ball, play, hang out with my friends, whatever it is. With the family is usually what I'm doing, throwing the baseball or something like that. And then I get an alert on my phone whenever it hits the right temperature. So again, if you're wanting that perfect medium rare, you don't ever have to worry about burning it, forgetting something's on the grill, because you're going to get an alert on your phone telling you what temperature you set it at. It's approaching that. It even walks you through how to rest the meat and make sure it gets to the right temperature, etc. It's pretty freaking sweet. So I've even had times where I've had to go out and run some errands, run the kids to activities, etc. And I was able to call back home to either my wife or one of my older children and ask them to pull the meat off the grill and let it rest, so when we got back home it would be perfect and ready to go. So that's what's really cool about this app. And then of course it's 100% waterproof, so if you're wanting to, these probes are 100% waterproof. So if you're wanting to do a sous vide, deep frying, or even if you need to throw it in the dishwasher, I don't personally recommend you put them in the dishwasher. Just hand wash them, but it is 100% waterproof. So that's the benefits to this MEATER Pro XL. You're going to see there again, it's kind of flashing because of the way the camera frame rates and the LED in the screen there go, but it shows you there 1, 2, 3, and 4 probes, 1, 2, 3, and 4 fully charged. And then you can do settings, etc. But everything's, that's how simple it was to set up, guys. You saw it here. It even did a firmware update, and it was like that. So connected to your phone, first download the MEATER app, turn on your MEATER Pro XL, pair them up, do the Wi-Fi connection. Once that's happened, if there's a download that needs to happen, you saw how quick, again, just super quick it happened, and then it's ready to go. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go cook up some meat, have an amazing evening, and it really does make you a better chef or griller, whatever you want to call yourself, than I feel like I am, and I bet you'd feel the same way, to be honest with you. It is fantastic. It's one of the tools that I absolutely love. I think anyone with a grill should have a MEATER, for that very reason. Even if you buy the single one, if you don't need all four, that's fine. I personally like this block because, again, I have the option of, if I need to have multiple different things going at one time, I can have a meter in each item, even from the stove to a grill to a deep fryer, any of those things and everything in between. I highly recommend the MEATER Pro XL. If you want to save some money on this brand new item that's come out from MEATER, definitely go check out the link down below. I'll drop it there. They have some awesome things like these gloves here that have the grippies, and they're also insulated so you don't burn your hands. They fit really well, and you're able to get some dexterity and grip things like cast iron skillets or things like that you might be using on your grill. They also have cutting boards. They have these drink coasters that are pretty sweet, and everything in between, guys. So definitely go check out MEATER. I absolutely love that they've partnered up with the show. They sent this over for the pre-release. I've been using the MEATER Pro, now the Pro XL. Go check them out. Enjoy your meat. Enjoy your game meat even more. Honestly, guys, if you get it cooked right, I can't stress that enough. Good seasoning and cooking your meat to perfection. You can't do any better than with the MEATER. So go check it out, guys. If you have any questions, drop a comment down below. While you're watching this, I'm going to be out elk hunting. Hopefully by now I've gotten one down here in Utah, but if not, we still got until late archery season. So I wish you the best of luck if you are out hunting, whether it be mule deer, whitetail, bear, elk, a moose, whatever it is that you're out there hunting. I wish you best of luck. If it's archery, rifle, muzzleloader, whatever the season, as long as it's legal, definitely go out and enjoy it. Have a blast, make memories, share time with your loved ones. And guys, like I always say, get out, live your life, and love it.